Hey everybody, how's it going? So today we're going to talk about Godzilla vs. Kong and if it'll make the same mistakes that the Transformer franchise has made. And I don't mean this in overall series quality, but in a specific decision regarding bringing a certain character to life. Now with the Transformers movies, the character I'll be referencing is Galvatron, while with the MonsterVerse, I'll be referencing Mechagodzilla. And the reason why is because a recent set of leaks came out, so honestly, if you don't want to listen to any potential spoilers because nothing's verified yet that I was reading, go away from the video, come back when you're more comfortable with it. But just pressing on from that, it looks like Mechagodzilla is all but officially confirmed to appear in this movie. We know that Toho gave the character rights to Legendary / Warner Brothers to use for the MonsterVerse if they so choose, and at the same time that's really the only name-worth character that the MonsterVerse can use outside of Kong, Ghidorah, who's already been used, Rodan, Mothra, that we haven't seen yet. So it really kind of, by process of elimination more than anything else, leaves Mechagodzilla as the villain monster, if you want to call it that, for Godzilla vs. Kong. And with that, a recent leak came out that makes it seem like the remaining head, Kevin, if you will, of Ghidorah will be playing an integral part in the creation and operating of Mechagodzilla, whether for the good or for the bad. That remains to be seen with the movie, but all in all, it really does seem like the human conspiracy will be the creation of Mechagodzilla, either secretly on Skull Island or somewhere else, to likely pose as Godzilla to get human governments aboard a program to maybe want to take down Godzilla and other titans. And Godzilla King of the Monsters credits really did tease this throughout it. Godzilla and the other titans were all around the world doing some positive things, maybe a little negative things here and there, but you could tell some of the governments were very nervous, and probably organizations were very nervous about what this meant for human civilization going forward. And from toy leaks, we've seen bits and pieces here, like Kong with a weapon, like an axe. We've seen Godzilla in a kind of odd form called Mechagodzilla, which no one really knows what that means, even leaks included, and then Mechagodzilla. And from this, it really had me thinking, with Ghidorah's remains, so to speak, being used as a part of this leaked version of Mechagodzilla, are they going a similar route to how Transformers did it with Galvatron being somewhat from the remains of Megatron? And it really made me nervous because we all saw with Galvatron, it basically was them wanting to use Megatron but couldn't use Megatron for story reasons. So eventually they just kind of retconned it, so it was Megatron after all when everything was said and done with the eventual sequel. And I'm a little worried that they might do something similar with Mechagodzilla, and it could work for a really interesting story, but so far it looks like they'll be using DNA from Ghidorah plus advanced technology. Where they get that from, I have no idea. Maybe using Dagon's skeletal system that's remaining in the Philippines that was shown in the first Godzilla movie, smashing it all together to create our Mechagodzilla that we'll get in the Legendary MonsterVerse. And if Ghidorah's genetic memory is somehow maintained and able to influence the creature, we can get the same kind of thing we got with Galvatron, where Megatron's kind of genetic memory more or less was influencing certain actions, rebelling against the operator of Galvatron. And I wouldn't be surprised if something similar happens in this case, especially since we did see when Ghidorah was regenerating parts of basically Ghidorah's body during the fight scenes in Godzilla King of the Monsters. It seemed like the memory was maintained, whether it's because Ghidorah is an alien species or whatever. Didn't really seem like losing a body part would affect Ghidorah, so it'd be really interesting to see if maybe Ghidorah's remaining head, aka Kevin, is using the whole Mechagodzilla process to create enough energy to fuel a regeneration, if you will, of Ghidorah. I don't really know if that's official or not. That's really just me speculating on the spot here. But I am just concerned about this, so I wanted to pitch it off to you guys. Is this something you guys would be concerned about as well? Because if I get Mechagodzilla on the big screen, I would love to really just get Mechagodzilla. I don't want kind of like a Ghidorah 2.0 or 1.5 kind of thing going on here, where it starts off as Mechagodzilla, and then as time goes on, it eventually becomes like a pseudo Ghidorah, Mechagodzilla actually hybrid, which would be an interesting way to go from Mechagodzilla to, I guess, Mechagodzilla when everything's said and done. But leave your comments down below what you guys think about this, and we'll see you guys later.